So, Andrew, I've actually been to one of your gyms on several occasions, very familiar with your product. So I'm curious, you generally have a bigger gym. It's not like a small urban gym. You generally have a lot of space, a lot of equipment. What changes are you making to make people feel more comfortable coming back and, of course, to also comply with regulations?
Yeah, great. Well, thank you very much for that. Retro Fitness is a 100% franchised organization, first and foremost. So important to note that every one of our clubs is owned and operated by a small business owner. We have 120 clubs open or in development in 12 different states. So we have some really great supportive data. And you know better than anybody that in every state restrictions have changed. So in some instances, we've been open since last May in the state of Florida, where they recognized health is essential. And then the last states to join the party were New York, New Jersey, and we were very happy to hear about the 50% opening from Governor Murphy. We actually have a very good relationship with the state. So we had heard about that. We weren't caught by surprise. But what we have done with the states and with other fitness industry leaders is we have cooperated extensively. And actually, many of the regulations that have been implemented have been regulations that we have helped provide. And very different in the fitness industry compared to some of the others, i.e. restaurants, bars, if you will. And for some reason, we've been lumped in with those categories. I'm not sure that you can actually compare a health club with helping people get healthy and bars, but we have. And what we've done is all the social distancing, all the sanitation. But if you've been to one of our health clubs and you've been to the gym, you'll know that sanitation stations have been prevalent for a very long time. When you get off of the equipment, you're wiping it down. When you get back on equipment, first thing you're doing is probably wiping it down. So many of the sanitation practices in the fitness industry, specifically at Retro Fitness, has been in place for a very long time. And what I will tell you, our data going back through the beginning of the pandemic, and important to note, the federal government put health clubs and gyms in phase 1 for reopening, recognizing it as an essential business. But we have great data. People want to get back to the gym. People want to get healthy. And following a global pandemic where the average weight gain has been 15 pounds, we need to get healthy.
Yeah, Andrew, you're thinking about to bury the lead. I hear a lot of people call it the COVID-19, kind of like the freshman 15 when you go to college. So we're just showing some video of your clubs. You see you're taping off equipment, doing some outdoor classes, some other innovation there. But I have to ask you, how are you combating those home fitness trends? People buying Pelotons and mirrors. Your gym is a kind of a back to basics gym. Let's be honest. You compete with a Planet Fitness. You don't have a lot of amenities like pools and saunas and jacuzzis. What are you doing to bring people back who may have bought Pelotons or bought home exercise equipment?
Sure, great question. Well, we actually do. We do compete on a much broader scale. Retro Fitness is very different than some of the businesses that you just mentioned. We look at this holistically as we take the fitness journey with you, and we have an entire brand halo that includes healthy cooking, nutrition. We have a strong focus on mental health. We are far more than just the brick and mortar. And as it relates to the at-home solution that you mentioned, we, in fact, are going to be announcing something very similar because we recognize that there is interest in that. But if you follow the stock of Peloton and if you follow the stock of some of the brick and mortar health clubs that are out there, brick and mortar health clubs stock is going up and the Peloton stock is going down. So at the end of the day, especially after people have been quarantined for a year, people need people. That is not going to go away. People need community. And at Retro Fitness, we built this organization being the hometown gym in every town we went into. We build a community within the four walls of our clubs. And more importantly, we're a fabric of the community outside of the four walls of the clubs. Again, every one of these businesses is a small business owner. And with that, we have to get these small business owners financial relief.
I totally agree with you, Andrew, but I got to ask you one question before we let you go. What is your policy on vaccinations? Are you going to mandate that your employees get vaccinations, or will you ask your customers to show proof of their vaccinations?
Sure. Well, obviously, we're very supportive of the vaccine. There's a lot of great documentation out there. I don't know if that's our position to advocate on public vaccination, but I will tell you that being fit and healthy is the best vaccine you could ever have. Exercise is medicine. And for those that are waiting for the vaccine, and I'll say it this way, if you're fit and healthy and you got the virus, chances are they're going to send you home. So one of the things we have to do with the country, which is 71.6% of the country is overweight or obese. Right. We can't go to 80, we can't go to 90, and we know, going back to the beginning of the interview, the average person, the average weight gain has been 15 pounds.
All right, Andrew, we got to let you go, but really quick, just a yes or no. Will you mandate your employees get vaccinations? Will you ask your customers to show proof of vaccination?
We're very supportive of the vaccine.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.